G'day, this is Adrian, one of the authors of the Dictogloss in Action textbook series. So today we're going to have a look at the CVC rhythm of English. We've talked about that a lot in this textbook, but what I want to look at today is not when you have a consonant followed by a vowel, but when you have a vowel followed by a vowel, right? So for example, the sentence, he is working, right? He is working. So he ends with a vowel sound, the E sound, and is starts with a vowel sound. So in English, we like to combine consonants and the vowel. We've studied that before. And so today we're going to look at how we do that when you have a vowel sound. And what we do is add a consonant in between. Now this is usually a soft consonant, like a W sound or a Y sound. So for example, he is working, right? So he is got that Y sound put in there just to make a smoother sort of connection between the words. So the easiest way to talk about this is to look at the sentences in the book, right? So I've copied out of one for myself. You have your textbooks, so have a look at your textbooks as we're practicing these sentences. So the first one, she is often away on weekends. So we can see here, as I just said before, the she is, right? Well, I said he is, but we're adding that Y sound, that Y sound. So she is. Remember, we don't want to say izu, right? We want to add the S sound to the often, right? So she is often. She is often away, yon, right? So Y is kind of a little bit, it's a bit tricky. Sometimes it's a vowel, sometimes it's a consonant, but we're gonna, because Y has that sort of that soft vowel sound, I guess, we're gonna add that onto the Y, onto the O of on. It'll be away on. So she is often away on weekends. She is often away on weekends. I'll do that one more time. She is often away on weekends. All right, next have a look at the next one. So from the beginning, we've got I always. So I always. Again, try that Y sound in there. I always, and always enjoy, right? And eating, right? That Y is going to go onto the eating sound. Right? So I always enjoy eating ice cream. I always enjoy eating ice cream. Okay, so the next one, we'll have a look at that. They often, so we've got a Y there, so that makes it easy. Right? They often argue. Join the N to the A. I hope you can do that naturally now. They often argue about. Okay, so here we've got a U sound, argue, and it's being joined to an A sound, about. So we're going to put in a Y, not a Y, sorry, a W sound here. So it's going to become wabout, or argue about. Did you notice the W? Right, the argue about. If you have used the bronze book, we talked about the W pronunciation as being like a whistling sound, right? The whistle of your lips, wabout, right? So that's the joining U and A becomes a W sound. They often argue about important issues, all right? So that's your usual consonant vowel. So one more time. They often argue about important issues. So let's have a look at the next one. So I agree, right? I agree it's. Okay, we've got a Y sound in there. I agree it's usual to see owls. Again, we've got a Y sound. A lot of the times we are going to find a Y sound. Probably Y and W sounds are the most common. And I and E sounds will often use that Y, right? So I agree it's unusual to see owls during the day. I agree it's unusual to see owls during the day. The last one, again, so we're going to go with the Y sound. I only eat eggs on special occasions. Well, that's not so difficult, is it? Right? I only eat eggs on special occasions. Not me, I try to eat an egg every day. So I only eat eggs on special occasions. Okay, so there are the sentences that you can practice. She is often away on weekends. I always enjoy eating ice cream. They often argue about important issues. I agree it's unusual to see owls during the day. I only eat eggs on special occasions. All right, so think about that Y sound and the W sound, but usually the Y sound when you are joining vowels at the end of a word and the beginning of the next word. Okay, I've got to get back to some work. Practice those sentences. Use the app. It's there to help you. Thanks, guys.